to ignore calls to dissolve the lower house to make way for an election. But his time is limited. The government's money could start running out this autumn if it doesn't get help from the opposition. NHK World senior political commentator Masayo Nakajima came by the studio earlier to give us some insight on what this motion means for Japan. He has followed the Prime Minister for years. Messiah, what prompted opposition parties to submit this motion?
Well, they're blaming the government for escalating tensions in territorial disputes with South Korea and China. They say Noda's weakness allowed the South Korean president to visit Takeshima, the islands controlled by South Korea and claimed by Japan. And opposition members say that the same weakness allowed Hong Kong activists to land on one of the Senkaku Islands, which are controlled by Japan. Opposition politicians say Noda should have used diplomacy to prevent the landings.
So how has the Noda administration reacted?
Well, members of Noda's own Democratic Party say that the motion will weaken the leadership of this country and send a wrong message diplomatically. They also say that there are a lot of domestic issues to solve, and the opposition parties should be helping.
How do you think this will affect the Japanese people?
Well, the opposition parties are refusing to join deliberations in the Diet, and they control the upper house. So that effectively shuts down the workings of Parliament. Ministers want to introduce measures to help low-income earners cope with the consumption tax hike. They want to reform the electoral system so that there are a similar number of voters in each riding or constituency. And they want to pass bills to enact the budget. If they can't, that could cripple public